Welcome to today's Pray podcast. This is the podcast coming at you 99 miles per hour, and Poppy is sick today. He's got a scratch in his throat. Why he's so damn sick? Just cough already. What's wrong? Do you have a little mouse in your neck?
No, I had something to say.
What did you have to say?
Welcome to today's Pray. This is Poppy, this is Jake, and I'm thankful for Jake's friendship today.
I'm thankful for yours as well.
It's nice to have a friend that you can just do stuff with, isn't it?
People don't have that.
Quick question, flash question, here it comes, like a friggin' pop quiz.
Hit me with it.
You can hit the button again. Go ahead and try.
The volume wasn't up.
Yeah. I saw it coming.
You saw what coming?
Pop question. How many times a day/week do you think you grab nose hairs and pull them out of your nose?
It's rare for me. Maybe once a month.
I do it constantly.
Really?
They're itchy.
You can just grab them? I can only grab them if
You're reaching in the wrong spot.
I can only grab them if my boogers have grown in a certain way and they like press the hair a certain way.
Well, they're right here. They're not there. They're here. They're right here underneath it, right there.
I mean, I can grab one there, but I don't really pull it out.
Oh, I pull them out all the time, buddy.
Really?
Every day.
Feel good?
No. So I do it because my nose is just so bad that I have to do something about it. The best thing I ever did, and I only did it one time, was used Kelly's nose hair trimmer to trim it all back. And that was like a blessing. It was so nice. I was like, wow, I can actually breathe. I had like so much more time. I was faster at typing because I wasn't constantly scratching my nose. Driving, I kept 10 and 2, and honestly, I was a more defensive driver. I got better deals on MacBid.
Do you ever think that the reason your nose is so itchy is because you're constantly pulling them out? And when you know that your family is a family of mustache men and you just need to embrace it and let it grow, you keep pulling them out, that's damaging your body. Of course it's going to itch. You know how like a cut will itch whenever it's healing? Or
honestly, I just
itch?
need to do that wax thing.
What's the wax thing?
Where you put the wax on a Q-tip and put it in your nose right there, and you pull it all out.
Do it.
Yeah, I need to do that wax thing. A guy came in today and said, hey, do you guys, he asked Josh, he's like, hey, do you do that wax thing? He's like, what? He's like, yeah, do you wax the back of the neck every time? He's like, wax the back of your neck? He's like, yeah, and then you like take it off with the thing. He's like, oh, you mean hot lather? He was saying hot wax instead of hot lather, which is shaving soap. He was like, oh, do you do the hot wax thing? He thought that was called, he like must have just mixed up his words.
Yeah.
We were all like, dude, if that guy hot waxes the back of his neck every time he gets a haircut, he's a fucking, 1, psycho, 2, a real man.
A psycho, but also a guy who's very tough, but also
kind of feminine because he wants a smooth back of his neck.
A tough feminine guy.
Mm-hmm. Which is hard to come by.
Yeah, that is true. They don't really make those too often.
I think they call that a bull Barbie.
A bull Barbie.
Mm-hmm. I can't think of another word for a girl.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Bimbo? You can't think of another word for a girl?
No. I was doing the opposite of bull dyke.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. Barbie, that's a good word.
So it's like a guy.
Did you ever see Barbie and Oppenheimer?
A Barbie bull? No, I saw Barbie because Kelly really liked it. And then she keeps saying, we need to watch Oppenheimer. And I'm like, oh, man. But it's like really long.
It's really long. And you only need to watch it once. It is cool. But I never got to watch Barbie. I think
you ever like know you just missed out?
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm cool with missing out on like a lot of stuff. Like once I want to go see it when it's out, and then like once the hype is over, you're like, kind of wish there wasn't any hype back in the day for it, because then I would feel better about watching it.
Yeah.
Like now, if I'm like, oh man, I watched Oppenheimer, they're like, you just watched it.
Yeah. You can't just watch a movie now because of the hype behind Barbenheimer.
Yeah. I had always thought Oppenbarb was better.
I like Oppenbarb.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have a male lady named Barb, and she has ops, and she's ready to smoke those fools.
She's an Oppenbarb.
Yeah. She's ready to smoke those fools anytime she gets a chance.
Yeah.
I like the name Barb for a male lady.
A male lady?
Yeah.
It was a bus driver.
We had a male lady back in the day. Wait.
No, it was a bus driver. Her name was Barb.
No, I'm talking about the tattoo shop back in the day. But I'm thinking of Marge.
Marge is a great
Not
name.
Barb.
Marge probably makes pecan pies, if I had to guess.
Yeah, for sure.
And bread.
Yeah.
But has a tough exterior.
Yeah, she makes bread for her grandkids, not for you.
Right.
She'll never fucking make anything for you until you earn her respect.
And if Marge's grandkids disrespect her, she'll throw that bread away.
Oh, she'll throw it in the trash.
If they get too worked up over the bread and they start disrespecting people, like, I want it now. It's like, well, you can only have one slice. I want more slices. She'll throw it away.
And you don't get to go to
she'll pour water on it, set it on fire at the same time.
And you don't get to go to Grand Barb's house for a while. She's gonna let you come over for a couple weeks because you were bad to her.
Yep, and she won't make that green stuff anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The green stuff
with the celery in it.
I don't know what it is, but I'm not touching it.
You don't like it?
I just won't look at it. I won't touch it. I won't look at it. I'll actually leave a room.
That green stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That green stuff's disgusting.
What is the green stuff? They like put it in a mold, right? And it's like a gelatin type of thing with like, and then you flip it over and it's like a mold. It's like a mold of green stuff.
Yeah, it's Jello.
Yeah, and I'm not down with that.
This guy does not like Jello.
I'm a red Jello guy. I'm not a green Jello guy. I don't care if it was just green Jello. I'm not doing it.
I'm a green Jello guy.
I'm a red Jello guy.
I also like orange Jello, probably the best.
Orange Jello tastes too much like human.
Do you like lemon Jello?
I've never seen it, actually. I've never seen lemon Jello.
You're missing out, my friend.
You're lying to me, I think.
No, it's lemon Jello.
Lemon Jello.
I mean, why is that a lie?
It rolls off the tongue too perfect to be real. Lemon Jello?
It's a real thing, lemon Jello. There's also something called Lemoncello, which is an alcoholic drink.
What about limoncello?
I think that's it. But some people say cello, some people say cello. I think if I had to choose,
I was thinking of the instrument.
Yeah, limoncello is like it's just a yellow cello. What about what about a lemon oboe? If I had a lemon oboe, I'd let it rip.
I would prefer. I like a lemon oboe in certain songs, but I would prefer an orange oboe.
Yeah, I'd rather have a blueberry guitar that rips hard.
Oh yeah. If I could have, oh man,
give me a grape trombone, and I'm sucking on that thing. I'm not blowing on it.
Right. Maybe a key lime keyboard.
Mm-hmm. What are you thinking about? Hey, before you think that thought, do you want to put the rap right here?
Shout out Mr. Miyagi for teaching me everything. Mr. Miyagi taught me the 1-inch punch. Well, I taught my girl the 1-inch munch. Yeah, I'm talking about my dick. Holy shit, she made that motherfucker sloppy slick. Oh my god, she got on her fucking knees and I was like, oh my god, look at them boobies. Look at them boobies. Holy shit, what you jiggling them makes them newbie. Oh, I like it when you nudie. I like it when you jiggle the titties and the booty. Yo, my name's Flixer. Here's fucking Gooby.
Yo, I'm Gooby right now. Yeah, I like the boobies, oh wow. I like them when they shiny and they around. I don't like square ones, hell no now. I'm walking across the bridge. When I say the bridge, I mean the skin between the butthole and the veg. I just earned a badge in water, motherfucker, I'm hotter. and I'm gonna have to hit you with some lava. Fire badge, that's what I do, and I just beat up the veg. Yeah, I'm rad, and I'm gonna have to do another Pokemon thing. Get the grass, cut it off, cut it back. Give me a landing strip, and I will do some aerials. And I'm coming at you, hit you with variables that you could never see before. I'm gonna have to hit you with the semen, whore. Yeah, you never seen this before? This is called doggy style cowboy. You'll never see me. I'm coming at you, yeah, I'm feeling so squeaky. Get out the oil and feeling so greasy. You know me, I'm feeling so peasy. Lemon squeezy, that's how I do. I'm coming at you with jujitsu. Put you in a headlock, I don't give a fuck. Then I'm gonna have to fuck you, back it up. Rewind time, that's what you'll feel like when my fingers are in between your legs. Oh my, why? Oh my, why? When my fingers are down there, I'm doing crazy things like Egyptian rings, and also crazy things like throwing peace signs. Like I was looking at Mike from across the court, Michael Jordan, slam dunk a hole, then I leave a half border. I'm Jacob Gordon. I lied about the last part. She is never Borden. She is never Borden, but I'm Gooby, and this is Flixer, and I'm gonna have to flick his dicker. Perfect time to put the rap in. Now, what was that thought that you were thinking of?
I was trying to think of what type of instrument would a flambe be.
That's not a real instrument.
I know. A flambe is something that's like a food. So I was trying to think of, okay, a flambe something.
I don't know. Something pink. Or like a tan, like a salmon color.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably
flambe flute.
Yeah. I would like to have like a Mike's Hard tuba.
I could go for a tuba any day of the week. My favorite tuba is the raspberry tuba.
Yeah.
Raspberry tuba mixed with a little bit of that cinnamon drumstick.
Mm-hmm. I think you said a raspberry tuba?
Yeah. I said a raspberry tuba.
Right. So
what do you think about it? Dive deep into those thoughts.
It's kind of sounds like it would be a great seltzer flavor.
Yeah. Probably something from the company Truly, and it's like their best flavor.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Vizzy?
Yeah.
I don't like saying Vizzy. Something about a V and a Z in the alphabet, those are two like high hitters. Those letters are cool.
It makes me see better.
Vizzy?
Mm-hmm. I got good Vizzy.
You do got good Vizzy.
It's getting worse though.
How do you know?
Age. You just deteriorate eventually.
Isn't that crazy?
Eventually our cells stop making themselves. They're just like, I'm getting tired.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You only have so many skins.
It's crazy. Do you
I like to act like a different person every time I shed my skin.
At what age do you think you're going to pass away?
Probably next year.
32?
It'll be a surprise.
31?
It'll be a surprise. It'll be probably knee cancer.
Have to cut you off the legs.
They won't cut my legs off. They'll bend it. They'll cut the knee off. And then I just kind of have like a bent knee thing. I'll still have the skin.
I'm going to be making so many short jokes.
They'll cut the knee out.
I'm going to be like, hey, shorty. Hey, little guy, how's the weather down there?
Hey, how's the lower part of your legs? You dragging them around much? And it's like I'm dragging them around because there's skin, but there's no knee there. So I'm like walking on my femurs and my feet are like following behind me, kind of like I'm dragging them.
I'm going to be like, yo, Poppy, you're the bee's shins.
It's like I'm nice.
Instead of the bee's knees. Did you get it?
Yeah.
I'd let you explain it.
You'll be like, yeah, me and my niece did this thing the other day, and I'm like, oh, really? You and your niece did something?
My
and
niece.
You're like, no, my niece. And I'm like, oh, sorry, man. Sorry, I didn't mean to get so defensive like that. You know how sensitive I am about knees.
About my niece.
Mm-hmm. Stop. See, you say it too close.
Yeah.
You say knees like if there's a C on the end instead.
How do you think I'm gonna die? Laser gun? Laser gun from a space alien?
Let me look at you.
Give me a good look over. Why are you looking there so much?
I think you'll probably somebody will eventually poke through your exoskeleton and all your goo will fall out.
Oh, my goo?
Yeah. I've always told people that you kind of just look like if a bug faked being a human and you have an exoskeleton, and that's why you look tough, but really if you just poke through that outer exterior, it's just a bunch of green goo.
It's just it's like bug parts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just goo. That's what I've never crushed a bug and went, ooh, there's a heart. No, it's goo.
That is crazy. Like a bug this big, how can you have organs? You crush it and it's just green slop everywhere.
Right.
Like it actually looks kind of tasty. Like that might be kind of like lemon Jello flavored. Or green Jello flavored.
I'm not down with that. If it was red, maybe.
Yeah. That's just blood. Maybe I'm full of red Jello.
I did squish a bug yesterday, 2 bugs, and one didn't have a lot of mush.
Yeah. Hate that.
It had a lot of crunch.
I got stung by a bee and I killed it yesterday. Isn't that stupid?
It is stupid. It's fall. You shouldn't be getting...
I mean, a bee, it wasn't a bee, it was a wasp. Like, what a fucker.
Yeah. Literally they literally are fuckers because all the other bees are like, yeah,
that's not us.
Yeah.
So it's like when somebody calls them a bee, like they get excited about it, but like the other bees are like, no, he's a wasp.
Yeah.
But the wasp was like, yeah, I'm a bee too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm a bee.
I'm a bee.
I'm a bee.
Even though
I'm a bee. I'm a bee.
I'm like black and I'm brown and I'm not even yellow and black. It's either like black and brown and maroon.
Yeah.
Like a fucker.
Yep.
Like, and he stung me on the finger.
There's wasps and hornets.
Okay, what's the difference between a wasp and a hornet and a yellow jacket?
A yellow jacket has yellow stripes.
Okay.
They're wee little with yellow stripes.
What's a hornet?
A hornet it's like iridescence to it, and it's like green. It's like a dark black green.
See, I think...
And wasps are brown.
I'm going to Google what a hornet looks like because I always thought the green ones, like the bluish looking ones, is that what you're talking about?
Uh-huh.
I always thought that was called a mud wasp.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I've never been stung by one, but we were always more scared of them.
Look up these types of bees.
Okay, so a hornet is not that. A hornet looks like this.
Oh,
which kind of looks like a yellow jacket too.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry about that.
So,
I was wrong.
So I'm gonna see.
I was wrong about that, and I was wrong about Jackie Chan being Mr. Miyagi in that movie.
Hornets kind of look like yellow jackets,
but they're bigger.
And they're not as yellow. They call them a yellow jacket because their coat's yellow. It looks like they're wearing a yellow jacket.
They're bigger too. They are bigger.
Now
can you get all bees diagram or something?
So this is what I consider a wasp. It's like brown, it has a little bit of yellow.
Yeah,
it's just a fucker.
Yeah, that's a fucker. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna see
fucker wasp.
I'm just gonna type in mud wasp, see if the blue ones pop up. Because, yeah, so that's a mud wasp.
I've never seen that.
That type of bee.
Yeah. Never seen it.
You never saw a blue one?
Never saw that thing.
Well, I wonder what the green ones that you were talking about were. Then, if you've never seen one of those. Green wasps?
I don't know. I think you just need to look up types of bees in West Virginia so I can see them all.
types
all
of
of them next to each other.
wasps in WV.
Did you know that everyone's actually no one's actually allergic to ladybugs? They just let off they have an oil on their bodies that make you itchy. So like if you put it in your eyes, it'll make your eyes itchy. That's why people think they're allergic to ladybugs.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yep. That's a fun bug fact while we're waiting.
Well, there's a bunch of different things, but they're not in West Virginia. So, basically, wasps.
I wonder
bees
what
suck.
I always saw then.
I mean, you said green. I mean, that's literally what I just.
No, but
I
it's
was
like,
thinking.
yeah, maybe those pictures are just too good. Maybe my eyes aren't as good. You know what I mean? Maybe when I saw them, they just look black with just like a very, like if you looked real close, you could see a different color.
That's what.
I think those pictures were just so good that it showed so much blue.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you're talking about. Is what I was thinking of what they were.
Yeah, and those suckers hurt.
I've never been stung by one because me and my brothers would always see them and be like, dude, you got to watch out for the mud wasps. They hurt way more, even though none of us had ever been stung by one.
I wonder why I always thought that was a hornet. I wonder where I went wrong.
Well, I don't know, man. That's why you always have to keep an open mind, because sometimes we set these rules for ourselves. And when we're 5 years old, we go, that's a hornet. Our whole lives, we think that's a hornet.
And it's also, I haven't seen really many bees since why did we did see more bees as children, by the way.
I think so too.
Do you think it was because we were always into something, or do you think it was because there were just more bees?
Good question. I don't think there was more bees. I mean, I don't know. I think both answers are true.
There were definitely more bugs. That's actually scientific. There were more bugs when we were younger. There were more bugs because of farming and stuff like that. They spray the pesticides everywhere, and it just kills bugs. You know, back in the day, you had one light on it had like 50 bugs around the one light. Now you don't really have that. I mean, it's your house. You don't show up and you're like dodging the light. We used to have to like dodge our lights. We'd have to turn the lights off for bugs to not just rush in the house.
Yeah.
I remember like my mom would like turn the light off before we were allowed to come in. That way the bugs didn't rush in with us. That's how many bugs there were. Now there's nothing.
There's no bugs. Where are the bugs going? Who's eating all the bugs?
Nobody's eating all the bugs. They just have nothing to eat because they die, and then there's nothing to eat whenever there's no tall grass. Everyone mows their grass. And when they plant things, they don't let the grass grow up. They chop it down. No bugs.
Man, this guy, somebody get this guy on a science podcast. He knows his shit.
I just actually learned that from a science podcast.
What was the science podcast?
I think it was it was a turkey one. It was wild turkey science.
Andrew Buberman. He knows a lot of stuff. He knows a lot about dopamine and stress levels and cortisol.
Yeah, when Andrew Buberman brought on Mr. Yakatakatak, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
He told me all about bugs.
That was a good one. He's always known about the nervous system and central anatomy.
Yeah. And why criminals do the things they do.
And the minds of
a maniac.
Of a certified lover boy and a certified pedophile.
I'm going to do my stuff.
Man, we have to do 2 podcasts today.
I know. Here's what I think about that. What do you think we should talk about on the next one?
On the next one, I think it'll come to us. I think we'll know what to do. I think we'll have to take a break after this one. I think we'll have to bust out about 25 push-ups.
And a nut.
We'll have to come. And then we'll know what to talk about. Do you have any announcements for this week's podcast? Because it is Thanksgiving, 3 days after this podcast comes out. All I can think of to say is happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope you're thankful. And maybe on the next podcast, we'll talk more about what we're thankful for.
I guess we can. Sounds kind of lame. I've always hated that question.
Well, maybe you should open your mind a little bit, like we were talking about.
One time I had to hold hands at Kelly's parents' house. The only time they ever did, let's go around and tell everybody what we're thankful for. The only time they ever did that, I thought they did that every year. The only time they ever did that was when the first time I was there for Thanksgiving, just to see if I was a piece of shit.
I love that. What did you say?
I'm pretty sure we've talked about this in the past, but what I did say was, well, besides the obvious, and then I said, I'm glad this is before I opened a shop. I was like, I'm glad I can do something I really enjoy, and I kind of just, it enables me to just kind of do whatever I want to do, and everything's really nice and easy.
Nice.
Yeah, it was kind of like just saying my job makes it so my life is easy and I can do what I want. Yeah. And then at that same time, Kelly goes, they all like didn't realize I said besides the obvious was me. I literally pointed at her face. Apparently no one was looking at me.
They had their eyes closed. They were trying to imagine.
Yeah. And they were like, Kelly's like, you're not thankful for me? I'm like, I literally pointed at you in your face.
Yeah.
So,
and Kelly,
you never win.
Well, actually, if you're just honest, maybe you should have been more honest. Instead of being cool about it, been like, well, aside from the obvious, you could have just said, I'm thankful. If you just would have did this, instead of being all deep about your job, you could have just been, I'm thankful for my girlfriend and my job and my health. And they'd have been like, this motherfucker's be spitting. But you're just like, aside from the obvious, winking at everybody. They're like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And you're like,
dude, I'm thankful.
I like my job because I can do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the hell I want.
I'm thankful for my fiance and my job and my health and all the fish in the sea. I'm singing, follow me, everything is all right.
And Poppy's also thankful for Uncle Cracker,
which is one of Kelly's favorite artists, which is why I said that.
That's why we're proud of her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody. We'll see everybody next week. Give us a follow on TikTok, Today's Pray Podcast. Give us a follow on Instagram, Today's Pray. And we will see everybody next week. And we out.